Go for the summer when I'm light. Boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my palm, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Pisces, this is Inspired 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of July 2018. So let's see what is in store for you for August. So the first card for you representing the present positions or the beginning of the month of your August, you have the Eight of Spades. So the Eight of Spades here indicates that towards the beginning of the month, it looks like that you have some kind of blockages in your career life, like you feeling nervous on the project that you are working on, possibly because you have a lot of different projects going on and possibly a lot of deadlines that you may have, and that is something that trigger your emotions here. And it looks like that you are feeling stuck in some way also because of this, like you are not sure if you want to move forward with the projects or even want to move forward with your current employments. Possibly it's not because of your contract will not be renewed, but it looks like you feel like you want to do more, but in some way your employer doesn't really appreciate your contributions here, and it looks like that you feel a little bit unsure if you want to continue down the roads. So it depends on your situation here as well. Like if you're looking for a new jobs, for instance, you are feeling stuck because you don't feel like your skills or your experience or your expertise maybe fit well for your next move or for your next career step, and that really makes you feel like afraid of taking a new risk or taking a new employment here because of that. So the next card that you are presenting the influence cards toward the middle of the month, you have the Two of Diamonds. So the Two of Diamonds here indicates that I'm not sure if you finally take or not the decision to like not being stuck here, but if you're still stuck towards the middle of the month, there might be help towards you. So it looks like that if you do have like emotional instability here, like people are helping you, especially your partner as well as your loved ones and also your parents. They are trying to help you to cope with your situations here, your emotions or your career life, and it looks like that you have been presented with another options here or choices towards the middle of the month. But just be mindful that during the month of August the Mercury goes retrograde, so be mindful on the important decision that you may take in the month of August. Just think twice, even 4 times, just ask opinion of others as well before you make the important move as well. And yeah, it looks like that you will get more responsibility with the new options that you may take, and you do have a lot of support as well. Doesn't mean that you have to do it alone. You do have support, especially from the people around you as well. So the next card you are representing the past positions of your spread, you have the Six of Spades. So the Six of Spades here indicates strongly that in the past you were trying to move out from your situations. So it can be emotionally or mentally. It can also be physically. like you are relocating to the new place, that possibly because of that you're feeling stuck, like you don't have a lot of people around you that you may normally work for, like work with them in your previous place. That can be one of the possibilities here. Like you are like feeling like abandoned on your own space, like you don't have any support, you don't have any people that were normally helping you in the past, but now everything is just like scatters, and you don't have your look like your move is limited in some way. And that was possible because of your like decision in the past. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Two of Spades. So yeah, it looks like that whatever decision that you may have taken in the past, that possibly something that is crucial, that is something that is important for your career life. It looks like that's something that I think that is something that you already knew. This is something that you want, and that might be the things that you possibly afraid to take in the past, like afraid to admit that you like to do this instead of the other one, or even like you're afraid that like people will judge you, that you do have this so much experience in this field, but why you choose to go to totally new field that you don't even know the field quite well. And possibly that kind of experience that you have, like admitting the true self that you do have and that you are, like make people like, because sometimes people are afraid of admitting that they are not what they seems like, what the people think they were. Like it's just like because you have been working in the same field for the past like 5 to 10 years, it doesn't mean that you only can work on that field, right? So that's just like only a perceptions, because sometimes you do have another talent or another skill in different field, but you don't really take it seriously in the past, and now you do want to work on that field, and that is something that you possibly taken in the past. So the next card that you are presenting the things that you need to let go of, you have the Three of Clubs. So yeah, this is something that is aligned with what I think what we discussed before. It looks like that because you have to move, possibly you have to let go some of the collaborations that you have. Possibly if you did move from one job to the new job, for instance, you possibly lose some of your collaborative colleagues that you have in the past. That possibly makes everything difficult in the beginning, because like you seems like a lot of people are supporting you in the past because you do know what they are capable of and you do trust them. But then in the new place, that doesn't really happens, you know, like you may have to do it alone, because you don't really know that the other people can support you or not, or that they are capable of doing that or not. So the next that you are representing the future cards, or toward the end of the month, you have the Nine of Spades. So it looks like that there is some kind of a difficult situation here in the in the future, or towards the end of the month, possibly because of the decision that you have. Possibly you are feeling nervous on the results. Possibly if you have taken the final decisions on your employments, like you're afraid of how the people will perceive you, how the people will think of you, and how the people will react on the decision that you make. For instance, like you have been, like if you try to set up a new company, you're afraid that how the people will take this company, or how do they will respond. Like it's just common, like when you do like when you're dealing with unknown things, that makes always people get nervous, and that is something that is normal. So this is something that may feel like anxieties towards the end of the month. I don't see any endings though, because it's still 9, by the way, but I do see that you do have quite a bit of a chunk of anxiety in your headspace, and that possibly something that is you need to let go of as well. This is like an ego, like you are afraid of something that maybe is not happening yet. So try to be practical, and that is something that is hard to do. I know this is something that is sometimes is easier said than done. So it's always like that. But the things that you do have is your like, if you have a practical mindset and believe that everything will work out in your favor, then you will be successful. So the last card that you have representing the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the 4 of club. So yeah, as I said before, it looks like that everything is just only in your mind. So we begin with this card, which is the like anxiety stuck card that makes you feeling cannot move forward, whatever it is. But it's just only in your mind, because it's truly from the clarifying card that actually people are supporting you, whether or not you like it or whether or not you know it. It looks like that people are supporting you, and they are supporting you sincerely. They don't really like have a hidden agenda behind your back, but it looks like that you are just not trusting them. And it's always hard to trust new people, of course. It's hard to trust new colleagues that you don't really know much about it, but it's just hard if you don't start to do it. So if you do start trusting them, you may be surprised that they are really good at what they are doing, and they are also trusting you in your new space. So I think its overall reading is quite positive, even though there's a lot of couple of negative cards here. But trust that you can do it well when you trust other people, and when you trust yourself as well, and just be practical in your actions. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe. And if you want to donate to our channel, you are welcome to send your payment through PayPal on the link below the video, and see you next month. Thank you.